In today's video, we're going to look at Magic the Gathering abilities that are useless if they're in play. So they got to be somewhere else. So I'm going to start off with Anger. This is a 4-mana 2/2 incarnation creature. Oh my god, it's an incarnation? Shouldn't this also be an elemental? It's got haste. But as long as Anger is in your graveyard and you control a mountain, creatures you control have haste. So they can be a little bit faster on the battlefield, so long as this thing is dead in your graveyard. And also, on the same token, we got Steve Cooper with the Wonder. Wonder is the blue version of this cycle. And if you dig deep, there's a lot of cards. They got abilities that are completely useless in play. All right, Wonder, a 4-mana 2/2 flyer. I bet it would just be that if you stop the card right there. Because as long as this card is in your graveyard, you control an island, creatures you control have flying. So they're going to fly over everything else. Super evasion. Next card. Let's go to Benovsky, Cogwork Librarian. Cogwork Librarian. And all the draft cards, I guess. 4-mana 3/3 construct. Draft, Cogwork Librarian face up. Yep, that does qualify. I don't know how many people... Does anyone build cubes with this thing? As you draft a card, you may draft an additional card from that booster pack. If you do, put Cogwork Librarian into that booster pack. There's a lot of weird draft cards like this. Next up, Abzo with Glory. For Glory. I hate these cards with... It's only one word. And, like, glory is used in everything. Look, death or glory. Glory! 5-mana 3/3 incarnation flying. Pay 3, choose a color. Creatures you control gain protection from the chosen color until end of turn. Activate only if glory is in your graveyard. What a weird protection card. This one sort of sucks. You have to spend a lot of... So it's in the graveyard. But then the ability isn't even free. You got to spend, like, an additional 3 mana on this thing. What, it couldn't be Circle of Protection from the graveyard? Protect me, spirits. Spirits protect. Algot with Spasm Strategist. We're going to be very strategic with this strategist. Does this not exist? Spasm. I've written it correctly. Is it one? Maybe it's 1Z? Floral Spasm. I don't know what this card is. Sorry about Algot. This is the only Spasm in the game of all Spasms. Excited Raichu. Does Jeweled Lotus count? Technically doesn't do anything. Let's see. No, but it's gotta have an ability, but it's useless so long as it's on the battlefield. Let's see what Jeweled Lotus does. Jeweled Lotus, no, it has an ability, and it's very good. It's just banned right now. That's all. That most definitely doesn't count. Oh boy, with Grist. Grist absolutely counts. Grist is a planeswalker for 3 mana with 3 loyalty. But the thing is, the catch is as long as Grist, the Hunger Tide, isn't on the battlefield, it's actually a 1/1 insect creature in addition to its other types. That means you can go get it with Green Sun Zenith. You can go get it with Natural Order. You need to tutor for a creature card, go for it. It's a 1/1 creature in your... everywhere. In your hand, in your deck, in your sideboard, or your exile zone. It's good everywhere. Okay, next up, let's look at... Ornithopter doesn't count. It's got to be a card that has an ability that is useless while it's in play. And all of Ornithopter's abilities are useful. Okay, David with Rot Curse. Rot Curse Rakshasa? This is a 2-mana 5/5 demon with trample. It's got Decayed. This creature can't block. When it attacks, sacrifice it at end of combat. But it has Renew! For a black and X, exile this card from your graveyard. Put a Decayed counter on each of your X target creatures. Activate only as a sorcery. Love it! That's exactly what I'm talking about. We got the graveyard synergies right there. And another graveyard synergy. Or more like graveyard engine. Okay, Bridge from Below. The card with the most useless casting cost in all of Magic the Gathering. Triple black enchantment. You'll never play it. Whenever a non-token creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, if Bridge from Below is in your graveyard, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. When a creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield, if Bridge from Below is in your graveyard, exile Bridge from Below. So the more things die. Sorry, like how is it? Like when your stuff dies, you get zombies. When your opponent's stuff dies, it eventually exiles your bridge. Next up. Ooh, I like this one from Bryce, the Elvish Spirit Guide. See, now you guys are on the same track as me here. You're on the same track. Elvish Spirit Guide. 3 mana, 2/2. But you can just exile it to add a nice, beautiful green mana. Also considered broken, if not in Legacy. Okay, John with Genesis. God said, "Let there be magic cards." Is this it? Here it is. And it was good. 5 mana, 4/4. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Genesis is in your graveyard, you can pay 3 mana. If you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's awesome. Maybe this is I don't know if this is the best of all the incarnations from this block, but I don't mind it at all. I think it's quite neat. Kana with Elder Deep Fiend. Oh yeah, the what's it called? Emerge. So it's got flash. This is the weirdest thing to just flash out of nowhere. It's a giant Eldrazi octopus. 8 mana, 5/6 with Emerge. You may cast this spell by sacrificing a creature and paying the Emerge cost reduced by that creature's mana value. When you cast the spell, tap up to 4 target permanents. Emerge completely useless while it's in play. Completely useless. Is this Devour? Is this just like another Devour mechanic? Like Devour of the Future? I was just thinking about, like, everything is flashback or it's Devour, I suppose. To some extent. Meme Brule would Altanak, the thrice called be count. Would it count? Okay, let's see. This is a 7 mana 9/9 with trample. Whenever Altanak, the thrice called, becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, draw a card. Pay 2 mana, discard it. Return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It 100% counts. That's what I'm talking about. So it is like some weird. It's not ramp. No, it's ramp in some world. If you've self-milled yourself, you got cards in your graveyard. You can use 2 mana to, like, I guess it's a reanimate for lands. How many lands do you want to reanimate in this game? I get that, but it definitely works. Thank you very much for your suggestion. Kagan with the super chat. Fireman Angel. It should work here. Everyone's so conservative with their choices. It is a 6 mana 4/3 Angel here. Flying. First strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Fireman Angel is in your graveyard or on the battlefield. But that doesn't count then. You may gain 1 life. Then what is this? For 10 mana, return Fireman Angel. Okay, from your graveyard to the battlefield. That works. Activate this ability only during your upkeep. Oh, so then you know what you have to do. You gotta deprive your opponent of their upkeep. You gotta skip them upkeeps to make it work. Or to counter this card. Christopher B. with the Greater Moss Dog. 4 mana 3/3 with. Oh my god! It's Dredge 3. I don't even know about this card. I never heard of this thing. Of all the Dredge cards, you pull out one of the more obscure ones. Where did it come from? It came from Ravnica. This is one of the original Dredge cards. I guess Dredge 3 is too small. Small beans. Very, very small. Okay, Algot wants redemption. Clara Oswald. Who is this person? 6 mana 2/6. Impossible Girl. That's the ability. If Clara Oswald is your commander, choose a color before the game begins. Clara Oswald is the chosen color. Very prismatic of her, isn't it? If a triggered ability of a doctor you control triggers, that ability triggers on additional time, and it's Doctor's Companion. This is just like it's like a fake friend. What is it? Not fake, a fake partner. Could be anybody's partner. The Juju Bubble? Does it have an ability that's useless in play? I don't think so. But we'll take a look. Commutative upkeep of 1. If you play a card, bury the Juju Bubble. No, all the abilities matter while they're in play. It's got to be an ability that doesn't matter while it's in play. Does Hogak count? Yes, technically, because it has a weird alternate casting cost, right? Can't spend mana to cast the spell. Convoke and Delve. You must you have to play that card from your graveyard, and you may cast Hogak Arisen Necropolis from your graveyard. Basically, most of this card is literally useless while it's in play. The only thing useful about this card in play is the trample. 95% of this card doesn't actually count. It's just complete trash. Little Deadfly want to get Stinkweed Imp in the show. Old Stinky. Unlike that last Dredger, though, this card actually does something while it's in play. So it's got Dredge 5. It's got Flying, which is weird because it's not flying in this photo at all. And when it deals combat damage to a creature, it's going to destroy that creature. And it's still literally worded like that. No Death Touch. Nope, they didn't errata that thing. It's just completely different. We've done Bridge from Below. It has been done. The Apex Devastator. Everyone wants Apex Devastator. You know what? I didn't think that this show would cheat on so many mechanics. Maybe it's got okay, we got our Cascade card out of the way. This is, we got our Dredge cards out of the way. This is 10 mana, 10/10. Cascade, 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 Cascade. Someone call an ambulance, but not for me. Okay, next up we got big super chat from Steve Cooper. We have Valor, Filth, and you want all 3 of them? Complete the cycle and a dono for chat. You're a completionist, aren't you, Steve Cooper? Okay, I'll go back and forth between each of them. Okay, so we have 4 mana, first strike. As long as Valor is in your graveyard and you control planes, creatures you control have first strike. Okay, so we have 1 super chat from Steve Cooper. We'll give it to you, Arian. All Hallows Eve. Huh? Oh, does this thing never reach play? You know what? This is not really a permanent. It's just a sorcery. I actually can't accept this. I think it's implied that the card is able to be on the battlefield in some way. Whereas, oh no, wait a minute, you're right. Hold on, is this? I think this card is. It's exiled onto the battlefield. Exile All Hallows Eve with 2 Scream counters. At the beginning of your upkeep, if this card is exiled. Oh yeah, it's in the exile zone. At the beginning of your upkeep, if a card is if this card is exiled with a Scream counter on it, remove a Scream counter on it. If there are no more Scream counters on it, put it into your graveyard, and each player returns all. Huh? I don't really understand this card. Yeah, it's suspend with extra steps. I didn't say permanent. Okay, it's got to be a permanent. It's got to be otherwise you just name any instant in sorcery and they're all useless while they're in play. Okay, next up. Dark Depths has a lot of abilities that are relevant. Aren't they? Doesn't Dark Depths have a lot of abilities that are relevant in play? Okay, we're going to give that super chat then to Argentina. Probably the oldest eligible card, the Carrionet from Tempest. So 2 mana, 1/1, Skeleton. For 4 mana, you remove a Carrionet and target creature from the game. That creature's controller may pay 2 to counter this ability. Use this ability only if Carrionet is in your graveyard. That's very interesting. This is one of the OG removal spells. That's not bad. Well, the bad part is it's a 2 mana, 1/1. And then I guess you remove something later. Okay, we got Raznab with Custody Peacekeeper. a 3-mana 2/3 human cleric. Reveal Custody Peacekeeper as you draft it. Oh god. And note how many cards you've drafted this draft round, including the Custody Peacekeeper. Then for a white and tap target creature with power less than or equal to the highest number you noted for cards named Custody Peacekeeper. Hold on, give me 1 second. I forgot my coffee or my tea in the other room. I'll be back in like 5 seconds. Okay, I lied. Apparently it wasn't. It was like 10 seconds. It's hard to do this show without having something to drink at the same time. Next up, Mercenary. Ooh, Gemstone Caverns. This is a fantastic card. As long as it's in your hand. If it's in your opening hand and you're not the starting player, you may begin the game with Gemstone Caverns on the battlefield with a luck counter on it. If you do, exile a card from your hand. And you can tap it for any mana. Steal the play from your opponents. Rated Lex. Oh no, that was done a long time ago, Rated Lex. Give me another card, Rated Lex. I can't remember who got that one, but it was done already. We'll go with Kagan's. The Loathsome Troll. This is a 5-mana 6/2 troll. 4 mana, roll a d20. Activate only if this Loathsome Troll is in the graveyard. So if you have infinite mana, what's that going to do for you? 1 to 9, put Loathsome Troll on the top of your library. Oh, infinite mana is actually going to do nothing here. 10 to 19, return Loathsome Troll to your hand. And then 20, return Loathsome Troll to the battlefield tapped. Wow, you have to be like really lucky to get this thing back in play. Yeah, we did Bridge from Below. You gotta go deeper, Rated Lex. We gotta go deeper. Don't worry, I'm back. Okay, Excited Raichu. You want Yuriko. Oh yeah, all the ninjutsu cards. We have a 3-mana 1/3 human ninja. Commander ninjutsu. It's super ninjutsu. And whenever a ninja you control deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. Each opponent loses life equal to that card's converted mana cost. Okay, we'll go to the next Steve Cooper super chat. Filth. It's disgusting. What is Filth? Oh, it's the black one. 4 mana 2/2 with Swamp Walk. But if it's in your graveyard and you control a swamp, creatures you control have Swamp Walk. I feel like that's the crappiest of all these things. So the blue one gave flying, so you have evasion versus everything. The white one gave you protection. The green one let you get creatures back. This one, it's like, your creatures are unblockable if your opponent has a swamp. It's good in the Filth Mirror, I suppose. We got Evan with the Vengeful Pharaoh. Oh, that's a good one. I totally forgot that card exists. It's 5 mana. It's 5 mana, 5/4 Death Toucher. Whenever combat damage is dealt to you or a planeswalker you control, if Vengeful Pharaoh is in your graveyard, destroy target attacking creature. Then put Vengeful Pharaoh on top of your library. There was like a metagame where I had to like really chew through this card. You're fine-ish if you have a lot of creatures on the battlefield. Not so fine if you have one creature on the battlefield. Stupid Vengeful Pharaoh. Always peeving me off. Next up. Lewis, does Edgar Markov count? Yes. Oh no. Yes. No. Hold on. Let's see. It'll only count if it only works not on the battlefield. Whenever you cast another vampire spell, if Edgar Markov is in the command zone or are on the battlefield, damn, it actually doesn't count for this show. So technically, no. It needs to be an ability that is specific to not being on the battlefield. Scott the Dark Knight. How about Edgar Markov? How about this? Okay, Jess. Leyline of Abundance. Have you ever seen a bun dance? This is a 4-mana enchantment. And if it's in your opening hand, you can begin with it on the battlefield. Begin the game with your Leyline of Abundance. Whenever you tap a creature for mana, it produces an additional green. And for 8 mana, which is not hard to pull off, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Yeah, no, the timing of that one, that was fun. That was hilarious. Next up, how about a Blackbird, Baleful Eidolon. 2 mana, 1/1. Oh, Bestow. That's right. You can cast this card for its Bestow cost. It's an aura spell with enchant creature. It's got Death Touch. An enchanted creature gets +1/+1, and has Death Touch. Of all the Bestow cards, the Baleful Eidolon. Next up, Deep Sea Kraken. Deep Sea. I'm guessing this is an emerge card. Whoa! What is this? 10 mana for a 6/6. It can't be blocked. It's got Suspend 9. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if Deep Sea Kraken is suspended, remove a time counter from it. All right. Before you know it, okay, and that was your super chat. There you go. Redemption. You paid for that super chat too. Next, let's take a look at what are the rules for the show. There's got to be an ability on the card that is useless while it's in play. Trisaru, Watcher of Hours. I could watch them for hours. This person is excellent in front of a TV screen or in front of TikTok. 6 mana, 6/6 Sphinx, flying with Ward 3. Whenever you remove a time counter from Watcher of Hours while it's exiled, you get to Surveil 1. Also has Suspend 6. So it's almost like you want it suspended. You don't even want this card in play. Screw it. Tishana's Tidebinder. That card only works while it's in play. It has an ETB. I know that card very well. Next up, Argentina with Necro Savant. It's a 6 mana 5/5 zombie giant. For 5 mana, sack a creature. Return Necro Savant from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only during your upkeep. So for anyone that's afraid of their creatures getting destroyed through a board wipe, just play these cards. They're all going to come back. Okay, we'll get another one from Steve Cooper. Brawn, the last card. To complete the picture. Did green get 2 cards? Am I counting this right? This is a 4 mana 3/3 trampler. As long as Brawn is in your graveyard, you can control a forest. Creatures you control have trample. I feel like I'm seeing things twice. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm confusing this with another creature. We did Vengeful Pharaoh, Christopher B. We did that one. Kara was like, not gonna lie, I don't get it. So half the cards of the flashback cards, if it's a permanent card. So it's got to be a permanent. It's got to be a card that would be in play. So cards like, Force of Will, disqualified. So we're assuming these cards can be in play. It's possible. They did 3 cycles of the incarnations. Ah. All right. Jacob. The Steam Flogger boss, kinda. No, I think the Steam all these abilities apply, right? The other rigor creatures you control get +1/+0 and haste. And if it would assemble a contraption, it assembles 2 contraptions instead. They all apply while it's on the battlefield. What else? Okay, I guess we're gonna go to people who have no 2 cards yet. The Everquill Phoenix. All right, the Phoenixes, or any Phoenix really. The Everquill. What is this thing on the Steam Flogger? Is this like Dr. Robotnik's egg or something? Why is Scryfall struggling? Struggling to find our Everquill Phoenix. There we go. We have a 4 mana 4/4. Mutate. Flying. Whenever this creature mutates, create a red artifact creature token named Feather with, what is it? Pay 1, sacrifice Feather, return target Phoenix card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Kagan with the Shattered Seraph. Which one? I'm going to choose the real one. 7 mana for a 4/4 Angel Rogue. Flying. When Shattered Seraph enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Pay 2. Exiled Shattered Seraph from your hand. Target land gains tap. Add a white, blue, or black until Shattered Seraph is cast from exile. So you exile this card from your hand, and it fixes your mana, and you may cast Shattered Seraph for as long as it remains exiled. This is perfect for the show. 100%. Anyone else with no card yet? I don't think we did this one. Abzo from Asurak Archlich? Huh? So when it enters the battlefield, well, that doesn't work. When it attacks, hold on, if you haven't completed return, no, this doesn't count. They both have ability. They're both the abilities are only relevant while the creature is in play. Meteor Storms, Benelish Commander. They would use the word commander on a Magic the Gathering card. It's a 4-mana star. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of soldiers you control, but you can suspend it for a white X. X can't be 0. And whenever a time counter is removed from the Benelish Commander while it's exiled, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. It calls to its army the soldiers. Okay, Benjamin wants Greater Gargadon. Basically, a very similar card, actually. In the suspend, you get... Well, I guess you don't get really value. This is actually... this is sort of the opposite of this one. So this one, whenever a time counter is removed, you get something. Here, you get rid of something, and you get a time counter. It's 10 mana, but you'll be screwed if you even pay that much. Just pay 1. It's a 9/7. Remove an artifact, creature, or land. From play, remove a time counter from your Greater Gargadon. Activate only if Greater Gargadon is suspended. Next up, Ecos. Golgari Grave Troll. Yeah, we already did a few of them. Do these cards see play in Commander by any chance? I have no idea if Dredge has any presence in Commander. One of the most broken mechanics in 60-card Magic. 5 mana, 0/0. When it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature card in your graveyard, you can also remove pay 1, remove a +1/+1 counter from Golgari Grave Troll to regenerate it. Screw all that stuff. It's got Dredge 6. Forget all about it. It's all useless. Okay, next up, Anna. I know you said no non-permanents, but Splice onto Arcane is special. Desperate Ritual. Probably going to disqualify it anyway. Splice, as you cast this arcane spell, you may reveal this card from your hand and pay its splice cost. If you do, add this card's effect to that spell. Okay, whatever. You know what? For you, Anna, I'll do anything for you, Anna. It's a very special card. Very, 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 very special. Super special. Bulky with Death Mist Raptor. Is that the Morph? The Megamorph card? Megamorph! Alright, 3 mana for a 3/3 Dinosaur Beast with Death Touch. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, you may return Death Mist Raptor from your graveyard to the battlefield face up or face down. Oh, I see. Yeah, that works. Cool. Whenever permanent you control is turned... Oh, so basically, if we morph anything, Death Mist Raptor is like, hey, I'm a morph too. We gotta hang out. Can we exchange content? Can I get your Instagram? Give me your Instagram. I'll give you my Instagram. You can find me at draptor Morphy. Yeah, at that. Find me. We can be friends forever. Okay, we're going to look at more cards that are only relevant if they're not in play, or abilities that are only relevant while they're not in play. But we got to thank our sponsor. It's the sponsor time. You heard this, the music. The music is the same. Also, the sponsors are the same because I love them, starting with FusionGamingOnline.com. My favorite place to buy and even pre-order Magic the Gathering cards. If you're a dragon player, you love dragons, you have huge crush on dragons, you're going to want to pre-order cards from Tarkir Dragonstorm from FusionGamingOnline.com. Don't forget, also, deal of the week is 20% off old dice. Oh, and also the Fusion Gaming Open. I don't know if any of you are even close to Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. They're going to have Commander. They're going to have Modern. They're going to have Standard. I'll be there for the Modern Standard. For the Commander players, have fun. But also, if you're going to pre-order any cards or buy anything from Fusion Gaming, use coupon code Nikachu to get 5% off all your purchases. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards. For the digital client, Magic Online, why would you want to do that? Well, yeah, I mean, if your deck is going to get banned, you want to play the most powerful deck, the best deck, or maybe some cards that you think are going to get banned. And you don't have to worry about them getting banned because they're not your cards. It's actually Mana Traders cards. Send them back and get new cards. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_ZZUL. You know, I'm Canadian. I get tripped up sometimes when I have to say the Z. We call it Zed. Shout out to the Commonwealth, because we're on the same boat there. Bryce, Bloodghast. More bloody when dead. Oh wow, that's a new art for Bloodghast. Never seen it before. Double black for a 2/1 vampire spirit. Can't block. This creature has haste as long as an opponent has 10 or less life, and also landfall. Whenever a land enters, when a land you control enters, you may return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ecos with Squee, the Immortal, for the food chain shenanigans. I don't think you need it for just the food chain shenanigans. You just need a discard outlet. Oh no, or is this the exile card? There's like a Squee that comes back from the graveyard. There's a Squee that comes back from exile. So 3 mana for a 2/2/1. You may cast Squee the Immortal from your graveyard or from exile. Oh my god. Squee is very, very talented. Very immortal as well. Is Squee still alive in the lore? Or did someone finally kill him? They sent him and trapped him into the command zone. Think that. Let's see you get out of that one, Squee. Let's see you get out of that one. Not even Squee knows how to get out of that jam. Did we do Bitch from Below? Yes. Anger Brawn? Yes. Grist? Yes. We did all of them. Sorry, Pedgement. You got super screwed. Ooh, Abzo with Vengevine. I feel like some people forget that Vengevine exists. This card is either like really, really good or stone cold useless. 4 mana, 4/3 elemental. Haste. Whenever you cast a spell, if it's the second creature spell you cast this turn, you may return Vengevine from your graveyard to the battlefield. Is Squee the Immortal still alive? I think he might be. He might be. Maybe he's not. Okay, Kagan with Cryptic Spires. That's the mana fixing draft card, isn't it? There is no in-play when building. As you create your deck, this is like even before the game begins. As you create your deck, circle 2 of the colors below. Cryptic Spires enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, add 1 mana of either of the circled colors. Yeah, it's completely. Those abilities are useless. Old boy's like, is this the new Sun/Moon Pokemon music? If you consider Sun/Moon new. Okay, we have Zix with, what about the other Squee? The Dubious Monarch. Oh, he's been king, huh? If you come at the king, best not miss. And even if you hit me, it's useless. Wow, this is... Look, there's just a bunch of skeletons around him. 3 mana for a 2/2 with haste. I didn't know Squee was that fast. When it attacks, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. You may cast Squee, Dubious Monarch, from your graveyard by paying 4 mana and exiling 4 other cards from your graveyard rather than paying its mana cost. Squeeze and excitement. Eric with Veteran Explorer. I think this card only works in play. When it dies, each opponent may but this ability only works while it's on the battlefield. We did Elvish Spirit Guide. This is like a million times for Elvish Spirit Guide. We've done Elvish. The Elvish has been done. Argentina with Pan Glacial Worm. The card I don't understand how it exists. While you're searching your library, you can play it from your library. That definitely works. Next up. Okay, we'll give another one to Christopher B. Pride of the Clouds. I'm going to do this one because I never heard of this card before. Not in my life. Okay, this is a 2-mana 1/1 elemental cat with flying. Pride of the Clouds gets +1/+1 for each other creature in play with flying. It's got forecast. Reveal Pride of the Clouds from your hand. Ah, now that's a mechanic we haven't exploited yet today. Put a 1/1 white and blue bird creature token with flying into play. Probably so that the cat can chase it. Cats love chasing birds. Michael Ing with the Arrogant Worm. So arrogant. What makes it arrogant, by the way? 5 mana for a 4/4. Trample with... Oh, Madness for 3 mana. Is that really the best Madness creature out there? That was definitely a draft playable card at the time. Lewis. Nether Trader. Bloodghast 2.0. Is it? Black for a 1/1 with haste and shadow. Whenever another creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, you can pay a black, and if you do, return Nether Trader from your graveyard to the battlefield. Alan with Zephyrim. Okay, we got a 4-mana 3/3 Squad 2 with flying and vigilance. Oh yeah, the miracle card. It's a miracle. Yeah, you can cast this card for its miracle cost when you draw it. This is very weird. There's not a lot of miracle creatures out there. Yeah, if it's the first card you drew for your turn, look what I got. It's a miracle. Put it on directly onto the battlefield. Let's go try. K-Ro's gonna throw something out there. Let's look up Sinette Jelly Drover. This is a very nice art, that's for sure. It's a 4-mana 2/2. When it enters or dies, create a 1/1 blue jellyfish creature token with flying. Creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. Neither of these actually matter. Sorry, both these abilities only matter if Sinette was on the battlefield. I know that I'm sort of just not like, I get it. It's close because like she could die, but for certain one of the ability one half matters when she's in play, but the death can only happen if she was alive. Jacob, Talaria West. True. One of the few lands with an ability in your hand. Comes to play tapped, add a blue, or you can transmute it for 3 mana. Go find yourself a 0-drop. Put it directly in your hand. It's funny enough, this is actually one of the most broken cards in the game. I mean, broken maybe is a strong word, but it's a tutor that like decks throughout Magic the Gathering history have played. Still sees a lot of play. Okay, Rin Shora with Cephalid Snitch. Could be snitching on somebody, huh? 2 mana 1/1, sacrifice it. Target creature loses protection from black until end of turn. Actually, that doesn't count. No death triggers. See, this ability can only happen while it's in play. Garo's like, well, I'm out of ideas then. I know a lot of these cards, you'd have to sort of know one of the mechanics and look it up. Eric's like, what? A lot of people ask what NCY is lately. It means no card yet. Like Stranger Candy didn't get a card, so I want. Oh, we did Filth. Sorry, we did Filth. We did Bloodghast. We didn't do Dodecapod. Okay. Evan didn't get 2 cards yet. So Evan just got his second card. 4 mana for a 3/3. If a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard Dodecapod, put it onto the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it instead of putting it into your graveyard. So you... if it's been discarded, it doesn't get discarded. Instead, it goes directly on the battlefield. How about Protein Hulk? That definitely doesn't count. We did Wonder. Edgar Markov actually doesn't count. The Ur-Dragon? Does that count? Not just any Ur-Dragon, the Ur-Dragon. Eminence, as long as it's in the command zone or on the battlefield. Whenever more dragons you control attack, yeah. The problem is Eminence counts in play. It counts in play. So it has to be a card that is not... it works when it's not in play. We did Wonder. People are going after that low... You can't go after that low-hanging fruit anymore. You gotta go for that high-hanging fruit. Benjamin with the Sky Hussar. Yeah, we didn't do this one. 5 mana for a 4/3 with flying. Enters the battlefield. Untap all creatures you control. But it's got 4 cast. Tap 2 untap white and or blue creatures you control. And you can just reveal the card from your hand to draw a card. That's value. More creatures you have, more cards you're going to draw. Hey, it's a look at it card. Look at it. Look at it again. Next. I saw somebody with a card. Well, you all have cards, I know that. Elgot wants Buried Ogre. Oh, I meant to go find your card. Oh, we don't count these cards anymore. You got a super chat for these cards. They're not real to me. Chrono Savant. These cards are officially silver border as far as I'm concerned. Okay, Chrono Savant, 6 mana 5/5. For 2 mana, return Chrono Savant from your graveyard to play tapped. Skip your next turn. Oh my god, that's terrible. How can I give away my turns to my opponents? Jack Solaris, Slitherhead. 1 mana 1/1 with Scavenge. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to its power onto target creature. I totally forgot about the Scavenge mechanic. As far as I know, that thing doesn't even exist. Okay, Ecos with Goryo's Vengeance. Limited arcane card pool. It's not a permanent. Like I let 1 arcane card go. I can't have more arcane cards go. Ecos, give me another card. You're creative. You'll find something. Jacob, Narcomoeba. The Narcomoeba, more jellyfish. Jelly it up. 2 mana 1/1. Flying. When Narcomoeba is put into your graveyard from the library, you can put it onto the battlefield. It's funny. It has to get into the graveyard, though. It must go to the dumpster. And then it's found. Kelduin, Alpine Moon? Does that count? Alpine Moon. I don't remember what this card does exactly. As Alpine Moon enters the battlefield, choose a non-basic land card name. Lands your opponents control with the chosen name lose all abilities. No, this one doesn't count. The main ability, which is this. I mean, I guess I wouldn't call this an ability. Or I don't know. I'm not going to counter it as an ability. It's like, as it enters the battlefield, choose something. You're technically right, where that part of the card doesn't matter anymore. But I don't know if I would call it an ability. Does an ETB effect count as not being on the field to work? Oh no, well, huh? It would have to be. It has to be some sort of. It would have to be of a card that if an ETB happens, but it's not on the battlefield. If it's not on the battlefield, but something ETBs, then yeah, I would count it. Okay, Pedgeman trying to get on here. Attracts a Grand Unifier. We don't really care with the body. We just want the ETB. No, that doesn't count at all. And Fae of Wishes. Does Fae of Wishes count? I don't think this card counts. Because I wouldn't say the other half of Fae of Wishes, like the granted part, counts. So flying, discard 2 cards, return Fae of Wishes to its owner's hand. Yeah, I wouldn't say this granted is an ability. It feels like, or is it an ability? Is Adventure an ability? I want to say that's not an ability. It's just like it's like a separate side of the card. Like this card has these abilities, but the grant is like some separate effect of it. I could be wrong. Maybe it's part of it. We did Vengeful Pharaoh. There's more cards out there, people. I know there's more cards. Alan. Lunar Hatchling. We have a 6 mana 6/6 Alien Beast, flying and trample. Basic land cycling. This also has escape. You can, for 6 mana, exile a land you control, exile 5 other cards from your graveyard. It can come back. So basically, anything with basic land cycling would qualify. Dinglebag, Archive Trap. Not a permanent. It's a trap card. You've activated my trap card. Didn't you get redemption already? Caller of the Untamed. I could swear you got redemption. Oh, I have some super chats I have to get. Oh no, you need to fix your super chat. Forgot about that, Ecos. Caller of the Untamed. Ooh, nice kitty. It's a 4-mana 2/4. Before you shuffle your deck to start the game, you may reveal this card from your deck and exile a creature card you drafted that isn't in your deck. What? Pay X, tap, put a token onto the battlefield. That's a copy of the card you exiled with the cards named Caller of the Untamed. X is the converted mana cost of that card. What a weird card. Before you shuffle your deck, put a token that's on the battlefield. Can I play this in a constructed deck? This is legacy legal. This is absolutely legacy legal. That's and okay, it's legacy legal, it's vintage legal, it's commander legal. This is the closest it's gonna get to a draft card in Legacy. So okay, before I even shuffle my deck for the game, I reveal it, exile a creature card you oh no, but it has to be. How? Oh, I see. I can play it in Legacy, but it'll do nothing because I couldn't draft anything. The token, that's a copy of the exiled card. Yeah. Damn. Literally says it has to be a card I drafted. Very strange. No wonder the Rosetta AI page is messed up if it's trained off the draft cards. Oh, absolutely. Completely, absolutely. Okay, we have another super chat from Blink Somniac. Thanks so much for your super chat. Stromgald Scourge is a definite. This is a 3-mana 3/3. You can cast it from your graveyard, but not from anywhere else. That's actually stone cold useless in your hand. As long as Hakon is on the battlefield, you may cast night spells from your graveyard, and when Hakon dies, you get to gain a little life. Gain 2 life, in fact. Trent says, I have this in my cube. It's actually quite good. A pretty good limited card. Nice cube. Mystic Snake. That's an ETB, right? There's no way Mystic Snake counts for this show. Pretty sure it's just ETB counter a spell, right? ETB, yeah. David hasn't got a card yet. Poxwalkers. Three mana, 3/1 zombie with Death Touch. Curse of the Walking Pox. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, return Poxwalkers from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Cast a spell from anywhere. Oh, so if we cast Squee. We can cast Squee from exile. We're going to get our Poxwalkers back. Ecos, you got a replacement for us? Or you want us to donate this thing? Okay. I remember this card by the art, but yeah, legal. It Schrodinger's vanilla, not affected by cards that specify cards with no abilities. Or you're talking about that cat card. Welcome to Show Bell. Eon Chronicler. Five mana for a star avatar. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. You can also suspend it for 4 mana and X. X can't be 0, but that sucks. That's like equal to its mana cost. I guess spend at least 5. Whenever a time counter is removed from Eon Chronicler while it's exiled, we get to draw a card. Okay, we'll get a little value while it's sitting there. Rating AI cards went next week. Every 2 weeks. Always every 2 weeks. For forever. And ever and ever and ever. Old boy with serum powder. Just out of curiosity, like, how many commander players like to play with serum powder? I can tell you, there's a lot of modern players that love to play with this card. Modern players definitely have some sort of fascination with this thing. Can we see it? There we go. 3 mana artifact. Okay, get this, commander players. Let me sell you on this thing. 3 mana. It's an artifact. Tap to add a color to your mana pool. Now, anytime you can mulligan and serum powder is in your hand, you may exile all cards from your hand and you can draw that many cards. All right? So I know you got a free mulligan, but you can have 2 free mulligans. How about that? You have your second free mulligan. I think Pedgeman still has like no card. Okay, it's not. It's channel time. Boseiju. Okay, I can't remember if we did Boseiju. I don't know if we did Colossal Sky Turtle though. This is a pretty neat one. 7 mana for a 6/5 turtle, flying ward 2. It's got 2 abilities that you can play from hand. You can channel for 3 mana, discard this thing to return target card from your graveyard to your hand. You can channel for 2 mana and return target creature to its owner's hand. So it just bounces it back. Indiana Jones, Alabaster Leech. Isn't that the taxing card, or am I wrong? You also have another card, Alabaster Snake. So look at all the Alabasters. White spells you play cost white more to play. So this one doesn't count. Okay, how about the Alabaster Snake? Oh, is there just no... maybe you meant Leech, but there's only one. And it just... oh, yeah, it just went to Leech. And it gets disqualified. Pyro says, it took so long to get people to understand that you can't proliferate suspended cards. Really? I wouldn't know that. We did Genesis, Eric. Okay, we didn't do Loxodon Smiter, though, Leica. We didn't do Loxodon Smiter. And boy, did it smite some people back in the day. It was the anti-Liliana the Veil card. 3 mana 4/4. It can't be countered. Also anti-counterspell card. If a spell or an ability an opponent controls causes you to discard your Loxodon Spider, you may put it onto the battlefield instead of putting it into your graveyard. That's boy, did they feel bad when this thing entered the battlefield. Liliana tick up. Oh crap! What have I done? I can't take it back now, can I? Epic Nate with security detail. Four mana enchantment for double white. Put a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Play this ability only if you control no creatures and only once each turn. This only works when it's in play, though. Slightly difficult topic today. Slightly difficult, but we're doing pretty good, I think, overall. Stranger Candy says, how about Dearly Departed? This is a 6 mana 5/5 flyer. As long as Dearly Departed is in your graveyard, each human creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. That absolutely works. So it's like Metallic Mimic, but only if in the graveyard. I don't even know how you get this in the graveyard for a human deck. All the human decks, it's not like they do any self-milling around here. Trent, you have no card? Gravecrawler. Where did this art come from? All the cards have new arts now. Oh, this is coming out. They reprinted Gravecrawler. I'm just learning right now. Okay, it's a black 2/1. This is gonna be standard legal? Oh, this is for Commander. Sorry, everyone. This is just a Commander card. It's a black 2/1 zombie. It can't block, but you may cast this card from your graveyard for as long as you control a zombie. A dog, the Sonic Scepter. Most people have suggested creatures today, but there are some non-creature cards out there. Nikachu, show idea, great flavor text cards. We've actually done that quite a few times. I think I'm at a point. We've done this show so many times. Like, we've done this show for so long, I've got to restart recycling cards. This is not the card. Right, I guess I could look up Scepter and see what's the closest to D-Sonic. Maybe Despotic Scepter? Disrupting? There's 2 Ds. Only on your turn, destroy target permanent you own. Can't be regenerated. I don't know which Scepter you're talking about. It's definitely not neither of these D ones, though. Okay, Pedgeman's looking for a second card. Agent of Codus. 2 mana for a 2/1 human rogue with Renew. For 4 mana, exile this card from your graveyard. Put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. You know, if they made that instant speed, it'd be great. Despotic. Okay, let's go disqualify the Scepter. Tap, destroy target permanent you own. It can't be regenerated. This only works while it's in play. It's not useless in that it's bad. It's useless as it's impossible. Like it's just impossible to play. Benjamin with Nihilith. Let's take a look at Nihilith. We did Glory already. My pod never pays attention when it's in the graveyard. Nobody does. You know, the thing is, like, with a lot of pods, they don't even pay attention to cards that are in play. Why would they pay attention to cards in the graveyard? So it just makes those cards extra sneaky. Super extra sneaky. Nihilith is a 6-mana 4/4 horror with Fear and Suspend 7. Now, whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, if Nihilith is suspended, you may remove a time counter from it. There's a lot of suspend cards that have some bonus if they are suspended. There's no way. Oh, you're right, actually. Emrakul. There is one ability on Emrakul that matters when it's not in play, and that is when Emrakul the Ironstone is put into a graveyard from anywhere, usually from the library. Its owner shuffles their graveyard into their library, including the Emrakul. It's all going back. Next up, let's get... Is this a card? Acro Horse? Does it have 3 abilities? Oh yeah, I guess it can't be countered. Oh, the Acrone Horse. When it enters, an opponent gains... enters the ability... Sorry, when Acrone Horse enters the battlefield, an opponent gains control of it. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent creates a 1/1 soldier. Nope, all that stuff only works while it's in play. Okay, I gotta give this super chat away from Ecos. Ecos never came back to us. So who's gonna get this super chat? Ecos tapped out. We did Glory. How about David? Reassembling Skeleton. This could have been a virtual skeleton show. It's quite full slow today, but I'm fast. And so are the rest of the coffee crew. You're all sharp around here. Phyrexian Triniform just thought of it. 12 bodies are made if Encore used in the graveyard. All right, we'll take a look at it. Okay, Reassembling Skeleton. This is a 2-mana 1/1. And for 2 mana, return this card from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. All right, let's try to virtually give Ecos the super chat as deserved. Phyrexian Triniform. Okay, it's a 9-mana 9/9. When it dies, create a bunch of 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem artifact creature tokens. 3 of them, in fact. Encore for 12. For 12 mana, exile this card from your graveyard. For each opponent, create a token copy that attacks that opponent. This turn, if able, they gain haste. Sack them at the beginning of the next end step and activate only as a sorcery. It absolutely counts. Fantastic idea. Trent Sims, trying to suggest something to me. Absolute idea. Since you've seen so many weird card games, weird cards in the game, we should try to show you cards you haven't seen before. I was thinking of a show like that. Maybe we should do something like that. So I rate it like I've seen that card before. I've never seen that card before. You know what? I guess we're gonna do that. So cards I never seen before. I don't know. Okay, so I have no idea how useful of a show that will be, but whatever. Someone will be entertained out there somewhere down the line. Moi, Deep Sea Kraken. Did we do this one? Deep Sea we definitely did something similar. Gravecaller counts. Problem is we did it already. The deep sea. As they say, we know more about space than we know about the deep sea. I learned that about the submarine. This was ocean. What was that stupid submarine called? I can't remember. But whatever. So in that time out. What's going on here? Scryfall. Oh yeah, we did deep sea Kraken. I'll tell you what we haven't done. We haven't done King Do Peanuts Guy's Blessing. People love this card. Even today, people still play this card. The 2-mana sorcery. Target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard into their library. Oh, it's not a permanent though. I'm gonna count. I think I'm gonna count this card. Draw a card. When Guy's Blessing is put into a graveyard from your library, shuffle your graveyard into your library. I'll make that as an exception. I like that ability. Bell. Eternal Dragon. This is a 5-mana 5/5 Dragon Spirit with flying. And for 5 mana, return it from your graveyard to your hand. To your hand! Activate only during your upkeep. From your upkeep, Plane Cycling of 2. This actually has 2 abilities that are not useful on the battlefield. So, what, with Modern Horizons, they made like just a strictly better version of this, right? They made a better Plane Cycling card. A way better Plane Cycling card. Let's take a look at some cards. I don't know if everyone got a card yet. Gigapede. Ooh, disgusting. 5 mana for a 6/1 with Shroud. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Gigapede is in your graveyard, you may discard a card. If you do, return Gigapede to your hand. Bell says, I play it in pre-modern. Oh, you're a pre-modern player. I should poll you guys. Like, what the hell do you play? Like, what formats do you play? I mean, you can even let me know quickly, like, what formats you play. What's the dominant format? I have no idea anymore. You know, I would just assume everyone's like a Commander player. I could be dead wrong at this point. Jess with Sarah Avatar. What is this? 7 mana star. Its power and toughness are each equal to your life total. But when Sarah Avatar is put into a graveyard from anywhere, shuffle it into its owner's library. Basically, like all the other cards. Jess loves Commander. Jay also loves Commander. Again, I assume you're all like EDH play. I touch Arena like once. Wow. Wizards of the Coast marketing just realized that they've completely failed on the Commander players. Commander or Kitchen Tabletop. Ooh, even more casual than Commander. Kitchen Table, sometime. Oh, Kitchen Table and Commander is greater than all. Limited and Commander. That's a weird mix, but I can see it. Mostly Commander from Trent Sims. Yeah, I assume it's all Commander for the most part. Mostly Commander, but also Draft and Legacy. Something suspicious about that old boy. Okay, Jay wants to try Etched Monstrosity. Okay, Chris, I'll get Rift Stone Portal. You seem very passionate about that card. It's a 5 mana 10/10 Golem. Etched Monstrosity enters the battlefield with 5 -1/-1 counters on it. And for 5 mana, remove 5 -1/-1 counters from Etched Monstrosity. Target player draws 3 cards. All these abilities only apply when they're on the battlefield. Ducky's like, I haven't played Magic in years. I get, you know what? I get that sometimes. Especially on my main channel. People are like, I don't play Magic. I haven't played it in 10 years, but I just like watching your channel. I'm like, okay, that's great. I don't mind. Okay, Riftstone Portal. I'm surprised there haven't been many like artifacts or enchantments or even lands that have been in this in today's show. Tap to add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. So now, as long as Riftstone Portal is in your graveyard, lands you control have tap, add green or white to your mana pool. That is very nifty. Christopher B is a drafter. You know what? That makes a lot of sense to me. Only the drafters that play draft every set or play every set, they know like every card in the entire card pool of Magic the Gathering. This makes a lot of sense to me. There's just so many cards. Let me tell you, when a new card like this Dragonstorm thing comes out, I'm gonna memorize like 5 cards and forget the rest of the set because it's like not gonna make its way into Modern or Pioneer. Or maybe like 10 cards out of like 200 are going to see actual play that I can remember. But thanks for letting me know what you all play. Trent is like, that's me with RuneScape. Haven't played in like 6 years, but love watching the content. That sounds great. The Ulamog cast trigger. Which Ulamog? There's a lot of Ulamogs out there. Reptile. Maybe this one. When you cast the spell, exile 2 target permanents, and it's indestructible. And when it attacks, defending player exiles the top 20 cards of their library. But I'll play anything but vintage. Why not? You can play vintage. Just play budget vintage. Just don't play with, don't play with any of the good cards. I think there's like some Magus of the Moon decks out there. Okay, Leica didn't get a second card. So many people got second cards. Dangerous Jackalope. Since you bent the rule from it, do we not have a dangerous JA? Dangerous Jackalope. I don't know what this card is. Sorry about that, Leica. Okay, Anna, you want a second card? Say its name. Since you bent the rule for me to have a splice onto the show, how about these other 2 copies you've casted for Say Its Name? It's a 2-mana sorcery, mill 3 cards, and you return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Exile this card and 2 other cards named Say Its Name from your graveyard. Search your graveyard, hand, and or library for a card named Alt Tanak, the thrice called, and put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle, activate only as a sorcery. I'll count that card. Yeah, we chose Bridge from Below. And with that, it's gonna be the end of the show. It's not bad. You know what? It was a success. I didn't know what I was gonna expect from today's show. And if you want to be here for the next show, because we do this so often on weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, show up and hopefully you can be part of it. And of course, we gotta thank everyone who's a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or people who super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thank you, my coffee crew, for being here today. People like who do we got here today? We got Bell and Benjamin and Algot and Alendrin, Christopher B, Steve Cooper, Kano, Benjamin Oldboy, Dinglebag, Trent Sims, Christopher B, Jack Solarius, David Sampson, Bryce, Anna, Bob Talks Bridge. Because you guys are what makes the show every single day. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep bringing them coffees, and we're going to keep bringing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.